Hi guys, okay, so I am doing a video from Birmingham University Hospital today because Ross is having an MRI and I've been sat here for a while. So I just walked out of the MRI waiting area, and as I was leaving I just saw a pile of scratch cards ripped up, chucked on the floor, and it really for me was a sign of like people's idea that life should is just like this game of luck, that they have no control over it, that scratch card could have changed that person's life, but it didn't. So when Tempeh tore it into shreds and chucked it onto the floor, which is really bad anyway, couldn't have been, what's the problem with it? But it really made me realise that people have no concept that they have no control. They don't realise they have any control. They think that life is just happening to them, that they don't have any money because bad luck, they don't have a job because bad luck, that they don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend because just bad luck. Not that they have any control. Now obviously I'm aware that there are some, there are some things that happen and the situation isn't in your control. However, your reaction to it and the things that you do once that occurs, that is in your control. So you don't need to have this winning lottery ticket to change your life. And no, it might not be overnight, it might not be something that happens like that, it might not, it might be something that takes time and you have to develop. And yes, you might have to do a shit job while you build something that you really love on the side, when you get up earlier and you work later and it's hard for a bit. It might be all of those things, but at least you're working towards something that suits you and suits your life, and you're creating something. You have more choices than you realise, so stop putting barriers up and telling yourself that you can't do something, or that it's impossible, or that there's all these lists of reasons why it isn't going to happen for you, that it's easier for everybody else, because it isn't. It's bollocks. I'm sat here today in the hospital when my husband has an MRI, and I'm reading an NLP book and I'm chatting to people about my new self-development academy, the Boston Academy. I'm talking to press, I'm doing stuff while all of the stuff goes on, because I really, really want to make my life how I want it. I really want to create my own life, and so I know it's possible. I know it's possible for you, and that's not to say that sometimes it isn't hard, and sometimes you don't feel rubbish, and some days you don't have days where you can't get out of bed. We all, these things happen. I'm realistic about this. I'm not some wishy-washy buffoon that thinks that everything is always hunky-dory, or some Stepford wife that's like, hey, everything's fine. I'm not that either, I get it, but don't rely on some lucky dip, chucking a coin into a wishing well. That is not going to create your life. Take charge, take responsibility for what you're putting out in the world. Take charge of your life. It's there for you to do that. If anybody wants to know more about the Boston Academy, it's going to be launched on the 10th of November. I'll pop links below this, and I'm really excited. We have a long waiting list already, and we even have some famous faces that are all ready to go into the academy. So I'm really excited to be opening the doors very soon. Speak to you all soon. Bye.